All right. Big 14, you know what the fuck going on. Number one, I just busted my ass on one of those hovercraft boards. I fell so hard that some juice fell off the table and hit me in the face like I was fucking Bugs Bunny or something out of the Looney Tunes. If y'all want that video, post it to Twitter, cause it's on. The footage is there. Then say so in the comment section. Anyway, today, we ain't. Fuck all that bullshit y'all thinking about. It's top 10 day.
Top 10.
List day. It's top 10 day. Top 10 hip hop albums of the year, in our opinions, and our hip hop award show. The real hip hop award show, not that BET shit.
Nigger ET.
All right. Now we. Is that it? No, that's something.
not it.
That's something for work. Here it is.
No.
Here go my list right here. All right, we going. And our list, we got two separate lists. The lists are not necessarily the same, but we gonna get into these top 10 lists, and we gonna discuss it. Number 10 for me, number 10 for you seem to match.
Yeah.
Take Off the Last Rocket. What made this album crack your top 10 of the year?
This album cracked my top 10 because it was something I wasn't expecting.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting this to be good at all, and then when I heard actually good songs where he was flowing and everything was sounding good, I was like, yeah. So, and plus, when I actually went back and looked at all the stuff that came out, I couldn't help but to pick that. I had to.
This album right here beat his brother, or whoever the fuck they are to each other. Cousins, uncles, nieces, or nephews, whatever they are. Beat his Migos partner Quavo out for the 10 spot for me. It had to beat it out because Quavo album. The Quavo album lost out because the Takeoff album is more compact. It's more straight to the point, and he gave himself less room to fuck up. And he didn't fuck up, in my opinion. I mean, if some stuff was worse than others, but nothing on it was terrible. Nothing on it was bad. Lead the Wave and Vacation is still my favorite songs from that album. And then all of these albums is something that I done actually went back and revisited. None of that fly-by-night shit is on my list. Number 9 for you.
Number 9 for me was Kodak Black, Dying to Live. And I put that at number 9 because I thought this album flowed very well. Because I didn't like ZZ at first. Mm-hmm. So I feel like if that album made me like that song again, just because where it was placed in the album, it flowed very well. All the tracks up there was good. I really didn't skip a track. So
yeah, that album was pretty good. Didn't make my top 10 though, but it's still a good album. You know, if we was doing a top 15 or 20, it might be in there, but we're not. We already had to extend this shit out to a top 10 to not leave some shit out. All right, number 9 for me is J. Cole. K.O.D.
And before you say that, I was gonna put J. Cole in my top 10. I was actually gonna split the decision between two albums, but I figured that was some big shit. I won't go do it. I didn't put J. Cole in there simply because I didn't listen to K.O.D. enough to put that on my list. I didn't listen to that album constantly, and I didn't give it the chance that it should have got. So
you know what? You know why J. Cole is number 9 on this list? Just from the off chance that he might hear this, he way down at number 9 because That's me telling him, nigga, you at number 9, but you should be at number 1.
Mm-hmm.
You at number 9, but you should be at number 1.
I agree.
You at number.
I thought he was gonna drop something before.
He dropped the album, of course, that I see is top 10 worthy, but J. Cole is a rapper who should be number 1 worthy.
Mm-hmm.
And KOD was good, but it's not number 1 worthy material. But you should be dropping number 1 worthy material. So
I feel like we're gonna get that next year.
Maybe. Hopefully. But I've been feeling like we was gonna get that every time, and we haven't got it. To me. Number 8.
My number 8 was 21 Savage. I Am Greater Than I Was.
That's my honorable mention.
Yeah, I put this up here because I feel like as a nigga who really came from nothing and really came from that street life to drop an album that good, you deserve a spot on the list.
Yeah, I mean the album is good. It came out. This is why it ain't in my top 10, right?
Mm-hmm.
It came out late in the year, right? But it didn't, and it was good, and I liked it, but it didn't motivate. I was more motivated to go back and listen to shit that came out way earlier in the year than listen to this again. We're going to put a pause on it for a second, real quick. We back. Hold on to y'all. It's going to sound like we never left. Number 8 is Drake Scorpion for me. Drake Scorpion. Did I ever think I was going to put a fucking Drake album in a top 10 of mine? No. But the reason why Drake Scorpion is in the top 10 is primarily, at first listen, it'll be primarily because of the rap disc, right?
Mm-hmm.
The first disc. But the R&B disc totally redeemed itself with one song to me. And that's the song called That's How You Feel.
Yep.
All right. That's How You Feel. We had a whole conspiracy theory going with that.
Which I actually believe is true.
That song with the sample of Nicki Minaj's live performance was actually Drake crafting a song that was a actual message to Nicki Minaj. To me, that's what it sounds like, because everybody know, or at least everybody speculates that he at some point was all up in love with her. So go back and listen to the song with that mentality to see if y'all can see it our way, that it was like a call and response between her and him. But other than that, like, this album was also my introduction. It wasn't my introduction to Tay Keith, right? I had heard other Tay Keith produced songs like the ones from Block Boy JB, but it was my introduction to him as far as knowing who the hell this guy was. Like that's when with the song Non-Stop, that's when I started knowing who this nigga was. That's when I heard a song that made me want to go say, who the fuck made that beat right there? Because sometimes the simplest shit is the best shit. Case in point, Non-Stop by Drake. Alright, now to number 7. What's your number 7, dog?
My number 7 is Meek Mill Championships. I put Meek Mill Championships in here I for the simple fact that I just like the album. It's not as high because I don't really like the Cardi B song like that. So
Cardi B sound awkward when she raps sometimes.
Yeah, but the Meek Mill album was good and I liked it and all, but it's just not in my top 5, so I gave it 7. Honestly, it almost didn't make it. If you want to, I mean, I like the album.
How did it almost not go from almost not making it to getting all the way up to 7?
Because I didn't know who else to put at 7.
Shit, you should have put his ass at fucking 10. Then, like, if he was almost not making it.
I had already had that part out. I just put him at 7.
Rearrange that shit.
But Yeah. I'm gonna do
Uh,
my honorable mentions at the end.
Okay. I mean, I just mentioned one of mine, but this shit is unorganized. I can't even believe I wrote down a fucking list, to tell you the truth. I was gonna do this shit without writing a list down, to tell you the truth, but I just said, fuck it, I won't doing shit last night, and there was an ink pen near me, and I just wrote shit on paper. Okay? Number 7 for me, Method Man, The Meth Lab 2.
Mm-hmm.
All right? Method Man, The Meth Lab 2. This shit is subjective, niggas. So I'm about to give a real subjective opinion that's going to be like, how the fuck is that shit at number 7 if that's what you think about it? I don't think that the Method Man's album as a whole is necessarily better than the shit that it's above on this list so far, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the way Method Man was rapping on this motherfucker elevated it from being not on the list at all to being at number 7. The album as a whole could have been classified as mediocre when it come down to some of the other people who was on it, the features. Mm-hmm. Of course, a lot of the features from the niggas I never heard of was the ones that I didn't fuck with like that. Even though, like, some of them was good, but you know, the old school rappers who was featured on it, like Snoop Dogg, other Wu-Tang members, all of them killed it. Sheek Louch. But Method Man stood the fuck out. Like, he just rapped so effortlessly and so seamlessly on this fucking album that his skills alone elevated this shit into a top 10 effort for me. And that's all I gotta say about that. So if we looking at it from even punching power, mm-hmm. It's like a stalemate between the Method Man album and then my 8, 9, and 10 slots. But his lyrics was the knockout blow that made him be above these niggas mm-hmm. on the list. That's number 7 for me. Method Man, Meth Lab Season 2, The Lithium, the title of it is fucking stupid, but anyway, number 6.
My number, I'm gonna just do 6 and 5 together because they're the same person. I got number 6, Trippie Redd, Love Letter to You Part 3, and my 5 is Life's a Trip by Trippie Redd. I put those at 5 and 6 because I like the albums, but me personally, I just didn't think that they were the best. Mm-hmm. I liked them, don't get me wrong, but they just, they peaked my 5 and 6. They just want like number 5. Not number 5, but like number 1, in my opinion. Okay. But I liked them. I like the albums. They just weren't a number 1 album.
All right, number 6 for me is Ice Cube, Everything's Corrupt. Mm-hmm. Everything's Corrupt by Ice Cube. Nigga came through with so much fucking edge on this album, and he kept the political shit in check. He did it because that's what Ice Cube do. Ice Cube addresses political shit when it's there to be addressed. But with Donald Trump out here running shit right now, I thought that Ice Cube was gonna focus the whole fucking album on that, especially with the title. And I'm just glad he didn't. I'm glad to see him go pull Too Short out mm-hmm. for an old school collaboration. They got other collaborations that y'all niggas should go Google and search the fuck up from back in the 90s. I'm glad to see him make a fucking G-Funk song. I'm just, the fucking album was just good to me. And since he already did his number 5, I can get into my number 5, which was Daytona by Pusha T. Number 5, the album itself only made it to number 5 because when it comes to Pusha T's albums, man, I can acknowledge how good they are, right? Even though I didn't think that My Name Is My Name was that great. I thought it was okay because
I liked My Name Is My Name.
My Name Is My Name.
But see, it just won't. It didn't have that. You know how you listen to an album and it got that boom factor.
Yeah.
It hit you and then you just like, damn, that shit was cold. It didn't have that. It had some good songs.
My Name Is My Name didn't have that because it had a big fucking shitty section in the middle of it.
Yeah.
That's what but Daytona, Pusha T didn't give himself no room for error, and for the large part of the album, he didn't make errors. Everything that he did was on point. I just think personally, I think the fucking Infrared song was good, but the bars aimed at Drake in that song was fucking weak.
Mm-hmm.
I think that shit was weak. The bars aimed at Drake was weak. And the whole pretentious rollout of, we gonna take over the whole summer, man, I won't feeling that shit either. But that's not to do with the music itself. With the music itself, the reason why that it made it only to number 5 is because, to me, it wasn't enough of it. It wasn't enough of it, and it seemed like the build up to it that he did with all of this promotion and the whole prequel to the album, which was supposed to be, this is supposed to be King Push. He said the name just changed and all of that. With the whole prequel to the album, the album itself just didn't match the build up that they was putting behind it. We waited for this motherfucker for about 3 years, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
And then on top of that, man, this fucking Whitney Houston drugged out bathroom photo. Man, this shit seemed just like a cheap publicity stunt. And that's the album cover, so it's part of the album, so it's part of what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that seemed just like some straight up fucking bullshit to garner a bunch of attention. And if you got the skills like Pusha T, why you need anything else to garner attention to the fucking music besides the music? You already had the thing on it that was gonna get the shit the most attention anyway, which was the fucking shit aimed at Drake,
mm-hmm.
right? So I just don't even see what the extracurricular activities with the drugged out bathroom was even all about. But with all of that being said, the bars and the instrumentals was enough to still have this crack the top 5. All right, down to number 4.
My number 4 was Drake, Scorpion.
Mm-hmm.
I put that at number 4. I like the album. I even went back and listened to it, and I kind of like the R&B joint too. So
the R&B side wasn't bad. That's the side that everybody was shitting on when it came out.
Mm-hmm.
If it was only just the rap side, but that's niggas be caught up in the moment for good and bad. Like niggas was caught up in the moment saying that Nas's album was some masterpiece, which it ain't. People was caught up in the moment saying that the R&B side of Drake album was dog shit, which it ain't. Go ahead.
I mean, I thought it was a good album. It had like some like hits on it. Like it had real hits.
He always got it.
Yeah. And then from That's How You Feel to Ratchet Happy Birthday to Nice for What, like it was just good. I honestly went back and listened to that a lot. So it cracked 4.
Number 4 for me is Ghostface Killah, The Lost Tapes. Ghostface Killah came back with that Wu-Tang feel. Especially after the last fucking album. Like, I put Method Man album up here because of his skill, but Method Man album didn't have no Wu-Tang feel. Mm-hmm. Like, you can tell that Method Man is part of a Wu-Tang by 2 ways from this album. If you just know that he's Method Man, or if you look at the fucking symbol on the front. Because his Method Man symbol is just the Wu-Tang Clan W flipped upside down.
Mm-hmm.
That's his logo. But Ghostface Killah actually brought back the Wu-Tang Clan type feel. And that nigga, for whatever reason, has never skipped a beat in his fucking skills. That's why I think Ghostface Killah is the best rapper ever. If you don't like it, I don't care.
Mm-mm.
The most talented rapper ever. And he had bars up here chain is heavy metal. My chest is hairy. Bitch, don't mistake me for Burt Reynolds. What the fuck? But shit like that is that I would never think of myself, but I'm not a rapper. But other rappers haven't ever thought of.
Mm-hmm.
Shit like that is on here. Like I said, some of the fucking features is what drug the album down for me. At the features of the other Wu-Tang members, all gravy. But some of the features of these niggas I never heard of is what brought the album down. If he had just went out there and went, let's say he just put 10 tracks out of just him going the fuck off. A 35, 40 minute joint of him just going off 10 to 12 tracks. That shit could be number one potential. But the features drug it down to me.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, shit, Ghostface Killer, like he never skipped a beat when it come to him. Because he hasn't.
My number 3 was Pusha T Daytona.
We on number 4.
No, we just did 4. My 4 was Drake.
Oh shit. When I fell off that hoverboard, my fucking brains must have got rattled and I forgot how to count.
My number 3 was Daytona, Pusha T. I put that at number 3 because this was like one of the first albums that I was like, damn, I really like that. Like, when I heard this, I went back and I listened to this album like 3 times in a row when it first came out.
Mm-hmm.
I liked all the beats up there. I liked my favorite one was Infrared, but they played it on the radio so much.
Shit, it was on the radio?
Yes.
I didn't even know that.
When the album first came out, Infrared was on the radio. They played that like every 5 minutes.
I didn't know. I never listened to the radio. But I never would thought Infrared was... Like, Infrared wasn't... Did he even have a fucking single for this album? What was the single he made? Where he was driving in the Ferrari in the video.
I'm about to look.
This right here is called Feeling because niggas is looking shit up. Because we don't know shit.
If you know, you know. Is that or what would Meek do?
If you know, you know. That's the single. That shit is hard, nigga. God, that shit fire, man. What happened to why can't you put that kind of production into his album with Nas? It's like them shit was fucking trash. Even though, let's keep it going though. Go ahead with your Pusha T album analysis.
Yeah. So he like Marco said, he didn't give himself much room to mess up on anything. So you got 7 tracks, 21 minutes, and all 7 tracks are great. Comeback Baby, Santeria, Hard Piano, even the features he had up here, which was just Rick Ross, really.
It's Rick Ross and 070 Shake.
070 Shake, she ain't really listed though, but she's in it.
She in it though.
She sung Santeria.
Yeah.
So, I mean...
Comeback Baby, by the way, that's my favorite song on that album.
Mm-hmm. I get that out. Well, that album was top 3 for a reason, in my opinion. It's literally top 3.
Mm-hmm.
It should be rap album of the year, in my opinion. I would give it that.
Straight rap.
Straight rap, not album of the year.
Straight rap album with a nigga straight bars.
Yeah, straight bars.
I would give it to Ghostface because Ghostface out-rapped him. But
yeah, I mean, I didn't think of that. I didn't even think about Ghostface when I said that, but I mean, I give it. It's something. It'll be nominated.
But shit, it's in the top 5 of both lists. So shit, it's the greatness of it has been recognized. Number 3 for me, or is it number 2? It's number 3. Or is it number 5? Oh, it's number 3. Dumbass nigga. Number 3 for me. Hold on. Could it be rap album of the year for you? Could it be?
No. Never mind.
Hold on. Hold on. Let's just wait. Hold on till you get to that point.
Hold on.
You could be.
I take that back.
Number 3 for me. Vince Staples FM. The only reason, you understand me, that this album is at number 3 is because it ain't long enough.
Yeah.
When this shit ended and it started over, I wanted some more.
Mm-hmm.
This shit was flawless, nigga. Everything on this shit. my top, y'all gonna realize why my top 3 goes in the order that it goes in, right? Everything on this album was flawless. But it's still number 3 because when you got the tracks and like 3 of them are like skits.
Yeah.
Right? Like one of them is an interlude with like a Earl Sweatshirt song that I wish he released music to sound like that instead of that album he came out with. One of them is an interlude with a Tyga song, and another one is an interlude with like a fucking dude trying to do like a top 7 in 7 seconds. But everything Vince Staples was rapping on, I mean, the shit was so tightly put together with the concept, like the whole radio show concept, right? And then we dug deeper as we do because we know what the fuck we talking about when it come to hip hop music. We dug deeper and correlated the name of Big Boy's show, Big Boy's Neighborhood, to the subject matter of Vince Staples' fucking album, which was things that's happening in and around Vince Staples' neighborhood. It's some meta shit, nigga. Y'all niggas gotta dig deep. They should have us consulting these rap genius motherfuckers. Cause sometimes you go on Rap Genius and shit up there don't make no sense.
No sense.
That's why I don't go up there, nigga. I'm a rap genius. A real one. Like, so Vince Staples, number 3, FM, everything was tight, production, lyrics, everything, my nigga, everything, my nigga. And the best part about it is shit, I hadn't really dug too deep into Vince Staples' career before now, so it was a pleasant surprise. That's the best thing about it. Number 2.
And my number 2 is Kids See Ghosts, Kid Cudi and Ye. I put that at 2 because I was glad to see Kid Cudi come back. Cause Kid Cudi is one of my favorite artists. So when I seen him come back, I wasn't really paying no attention to Kanye on that album.
But you gotta pay attention to Kanye on that album because my nigga Kanye had not only some lyrics on that album, he produced and masterminded the sound of it.
Well, I didn't mean it like I wasn't paying attention to the work he put into it. I said that because I wasn't really trying to let Kanye take the shine for Kid Cudi coming back. You feel what I'm saying?
Yep.
So,
and we can both collaborate on this one because spoiler alert, this is my number 2 also.
So when I heard Ye was up there. Ye had some good stuff. 707 Shake had some good stuff. But I still won't go let that take away for Cudi coming back and him making some good music. Because I thought this was great.
I mean, the thing about this album is no doubt, hold on a second. Like I was saying, no doubt that Kid Cudi's influence on the album is what made it as good as it is. Because we saw Kanye shit by himself. The Ye shit.
It wasn't as nearly as good
it
as that.
It won't nowhere close to this. And this album is at number 2. Also with the potential to have been number 1. But I'm going to explain why it's not number 1 when I get to number 1. But this, I was juggling between my top 3 for all of them to be number 1. But Kids See Ghosts, perfect album. No flawless, no fucking flaws on it, period. From start to finish, you listen to it, and I know motherfuckers will be like, well, it's short too. Why you ain't giving that shit the fucking whole, it ain't number 1 because it's too short, because this one being short ain't a flaw. Because they crafted such fucking sound landscapes, soundscapes for short, that it felt fucking more of an epic album than the 7-track length would tell you that it is. So, with that being said, the top motherfucking spot in album of the year for you goes to who?
Vince Staples, FM. I gave Vince Staples number 1 because coming from a nigga who wouldn't even have gave a chance to Vince Staples, for me to hear this album and really be like, what? When I like No Bleeding, the Earl Sweatshirt interlude, Relay, Don't Get Chipped, Outside,
Don't Get Chipped.
Like
number one, Don't Get Chipped is the best fucking thing J-Rock has done all year. For God's sakes, bro. I'm so disappointed in those dudes, man.
I put that at number one because that really caught me off guard. I wasn't expecting Vince Staples to make anything as good as this was. Like, I wasn't even expecting this to be that good until I listened to it.
Right. I wasn't expecting it to be good either.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the most... And maybe I should should have been listening to Vince Staples before this, but the most I knew about Vince Staples before this album came out was when the white moms got fucking upset that her fucking daughter heard his song North on the radio.
Mm-hmm.
The fucking edited version. And the white moms, which I think she just wanted an excuse to get up there and say fucking nigga.
Mm-hmm.
She got up there crying and sobbing and shit, repeating the dirty version back. She heard the radio version, mean she didn't hear none of the shit you was upset that was in the song.
Mm-hmm.
None of the shit that you was upset that's in the song North was played on the fucking radio. None of the shit that you was up there in tears about, white lady, was played on the fucking radio. Even though this is like 3 years old, I'm ranting about it now because we just thought to start a podcast 8 weeks ago. We should have thought to start it 2 years ago, but we didn't. So fuck it. Nothing that you was upset about was played. So your daughter didn't hear none of the shit that you was up there crying about.
She just wanted an excuse to say that.
You just wanted to get up there talking shit. If you don't want your daughter to hear hip-hop, then turn on the motherfucking gospel station.
Mm-hmm.
Or turn on the bullshit-ass country music shit. Anyway. So, yeah, I wouldn't have expected this kind of effort from Vince Staples either, but the shit is just so great that I don't care who made this.
Mm-hmm.
It would have been great. I just wish that there was more of it. And that, my friends, is going to bring me to my number one slot, an album of the year. And I do what I want. And I'm telling you that before I even say this. So number one is not one, but two albums. And that is none other than the Trippie Redd Tandem.
Mm-hmm.
Life's a Trip and A Love Letter to You 3. You don't like it? Make your own list.
Tell me, why did you pick that as number one?
Number one. And the only reason is because these fucking albums, number one, he did it twice within like fucking 5 months of each other.
Mm-hmm.
That's the first thing. He did it twice. Is Trippie Redd lyrics the best? No. But his fucking songs is the best to me. The songs is the best. Firestarter. Topanga. Oomp's Revenge. Take a Walk. Together. You see how many fucking times in the past episodes that I was forgetting the name of shit?
Mm-hmm.
I'm naming songs from both albums right now. Tried Loving. A Love Letter to You Part 3, the song itself. Imani's Interlude. You see that I can recall all of this shit off the top of my head? Nigga, I've been so down on hip-hop music recently with the way that niggas is making this fucking fast food McDonald's drive-through shit that you listen to for 3 days and you don't care about it no more.
Mm-hmm.
The same way we was talking about last night with our other cousin. The shit is some McDonald's fast food, because by the time you get McDonald's food home, what is it?
Cold.
Exactly. I've been revisiting both of these shits constantly since they came out. I revisited fucking The Love Letter to You 3 10 minutes before I started talking shit into this microphone.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, must I continue? Then he had features on it from NBA Youngboy, which was good. That's on The Love Letter to You 3. Then the features from the girls, that Imani girl and that Baby Goth was good. You get the thread of these is features from people I never heard of that were good features. On the Method Man and Ghostface albums, the features from people I never heard of was for the most part dog shit. The one flaw that I got with A Love Letter to You Part 3 are features from niggas I have heard of. Mm-hmm. Which is fucking Juice WRLD and Tory Lanez. Excommunicate these niggas from the album, please. Hey, you need them motherfuckers there fucking shit up. But whatever, they're there now. But that's besides the point. These two albums, it wasn't no way that something was gonna beat them. Mm-hmm. Not with me. Not with the volume of shit that's on them. Not if you put out 30 fire ass tracks, nigga, you getting album of the year from me.
But yeah, I'm gonna hit a few honorable mentions though.
Number one, Trippie Redd. Number one with 2 albums, so my shit is a top 11, but it's still a top 10 because I said it's a top 10. It's my list. Fuck you.
I got a few honorable mentions though. Travis Scott, Astro World, Mac Miller, Swimming. Those are pretty good albums. One album that I didn't put on the list, but it was a really good album. Rich Homie Quan, Rich as in Spirit. I really did like that album. J. Cole, that was an honorable mention. And Takeoff, he's in my list, ain't
he? Yeah, he's okay. Number 10 for both of us.
Yeah, that's it. Those are my honorable mentions.
I already used one of my honorable mentions with the 21 Savage. Other honorable mentions, Quavo, whatever his album was called.
Quavo Honcho. I couldn't put that in my joint. Even when it had the best ad lib I ever heard.
Yeah, Quavo Honcho.
I got the drop. On your pops.
On your daddy. Lil Baby and Gunna. That's another honorable mention. Is just that, oh man,
I couldn't even put that in my honorable mentions. I like Lil Baby and Gunna. It didn't hold enough substance though.
But I like the fucking sound of it. But
I like it too. But it couldn't hold its water to me.
To me, with them, bruh, they didn't. Especially Lil Baby, he didn't fucking hold up the way I thought that he would, the way I was saying on earlier episodes that I thought he would, because his fucking street gossip shit, that shit was trash.
Yeah, it was.
And Gunna and him worked well together on this, on the fucking Drip Too Hard or Drip, whatever the fuck it's called, Drip Harder. Mm-hmm. But Gunna, when I hear him on set features and shit, he rap about the same fucking thing every single time. That shit trash too.
But you gotta think about it. What rapper now, like these type of rappers, are rapping not about the same thing? You got
when you rap
watches,
yeah,
fucking Bentleys,
yeah,
Maybachs,
yep,
Rolexes,
Wraiths.
That's all you have.
But look at how this is another thing about going back to Trippie Redd, right? Mm-hmm. Trippie Redd subject matter sometimes repeats itself, as subject matter usually repeats itself in rap. I'm going to tell you the difference. It creatively repeats itself, not Gunna's. Gunna's shit sound like it could be copied and pasted to any fucking other song that he's been on. You could just interchange the verses with each other.
Exactly.
Like, so, I mean, he pretty good at what he does, but expand your fucking horizons, my guy. But still,
and that's. I don't want to try to play anybody's like the way they making money or like take away from anything, but with the way he's going up, that is gonna be his downfall in rap. Yeah. He's not versatile. He can rap.
Yeah.
He can make that good melody, but it's gonna be the same thing. He can't take that and go do a song with
like Topanga. He can't take the shit and go do a song like Topanga.
He can't
and make it work.
Yeah.
At least he might be able to do it, but he haven't showed us that he can do it.
Yeah.
Cause like that's the thing. I hate that. I ain't no nut rider, no homo. But like when niggas is fucking doing the shit and they doing it well, they doing these music fucking tracks well. Like a song like Topanga like might have some familiar themes from other Trippie Redd songs, but listen to how the fucking shit sound.
Mm-hmm.
Like that shit don't sound like nothing else that came out this year.
Yeah.
It don't sound like nothing else. And then the other thing I liked about Trippie Redd album is he wasn't fucking scared to experiment.
Yeah.
Like going and taking like doing a song like a fucking like straight out pop song with that song Wish, Keep On Wishing. He did that shit was like Diplo, my nigga. Or songs like Together and Campfire, where it's just straight up fucking acoustic guitar ballads on the albums.
When you done with that, though, I got something for you.
I gotta do some more honorable mentions, and I purposely.
When you get done with that, I got something I'm gonna just throw upon you, and I want to see how you react.
All right, but I purposely have been not naming what tracks what albums each of these Trippie Redd tracks come from, because listen to both of them. Like I purposely have not been naming whether one is from A Love Letter to You 3 or whether one is from Life's a Trip. Other honorable mentions. Do I got more? Let me think. I don't know, man. I got my top 10 laid out. I got 21 Savage, Lil Baby and Gunna, and Quavo as honorable mentions. Honorable mentions, the second two is more because I like how they sound. 21 Savage was actually close to the top 10. He just missed it. He just missed the cut to me. Oh, allergies is in the building. Any more? Not that I can fucking think of. So if I missed out on your album, then make the shit more memorable next time. Anyway,
top 3 worst albums right now.
Top 3 worst albums of the year.
Worst albums of the year.
All right, number 3, T.I. The Dime Trap. Not because it was so terrible, but because it's disappointing, and because
let me borrow this pen.
It's just because it's disappointing. So maybe his shit should be most disappointing instead of like top 3 worst, but we ain't doing most disappointing. Like when it come to T.I., I expect more than that. T.I., when you got albums like, I know that fucking Paper Trail wasn't the best thing ever, but it had some fire on it. But fucking like shit like King and T.I. vs. T.I.P. and motherfucking trap music, and even I'm Serious. Living Legend, is that what it's called? Living Legend, the one with my shit on the ASAP. Shit like that, man. When you got a track record like that, you can do better than the Dime Trap. Number 2.
Damn, and
I hate to do this, bro.
I had one in my head, bro.
I hate to do it. I'm about to do it though. Number 2 worst album of the year, Freddie Gibbs and Currency.
No. You can't even put that there.
Fuck.
When you got rapper, hold on. You can't put an album like that where they're literally rapping and making actual music beside, like, when you have albums like A Boogie Hoodie Season and Love Me Now by Tory Lanez. How can you put Currency and Freddie Gibbs on that pedestal as the worst album when you have albums like Love Me Now and A Boogie Hoodie Season?
Because
that is not a bad album.
We gotta go with albums I heard. You think I listen to motherfucking A Boogie? Nigga, A Boogie shit ain't gonna get a chance to be on my worst albums list. Cause I ain't even gonna give that shit the chance to waste my time. What you talking about? You gotta differentiate. These albums is albums that I actually gave my time to. But no. I made a mistake. You know what? I made a mistake. I'm gonna take Freddie Gibbs and Currency out. A$AP Rocky new album is the number 2 worst album of the year. Freddie Gibbs and Currency, you made a point. Because Freddie Gibbs and Currency, even though, and the reason why I put it there is because it's subjective why I don't like it. I ain't saying that they made the worst music. I'm saying they made bad music that could have been so much better. Because when I listen to it, it's Freddie Gibbs and Currency shit is so cliche. I want to sound like the 90s. If you're going to go get that nostalgic sound back, at least fucking go get it back and add an original spin and twist to it. Don't go make fucking fake Wu-Tang tracks and put them out as yours. That's what it sounded like they did. That gimmick of just rapping straight over a loop with no drums or nothing else added to it didn't make the shit sound vintage. Made the shit sound lazy. Get it out of here. I still don't like it, but it ain't worse than A$AP Rocky shit.
I actually like A$AP Rocky.
Fuck
album.
that. I don't even remember what it's called.
Testing.
But it's trash.
I thought it was pretty good.
Fuck that shit. Your old fucking grandma scarf wearing ass nigga. Come better than that. Nigga, what happened to you, my dude? What happened to you? You came out with a fucking mixtape that was better than all your fucking albums.
You talking about the one with pesos on it?
No, not that. It's peso. Pesos might be on it, but I don't think it is. The one with it's called like Love Live A$AP.
Yeah,
the one that came out before Long Live A$AP. That one.
I know which one you're talking about.
But how the hell do you come out with an album with a mixtape that's better than the fucking real shit you're putting out? They got budgets behind it. Better than all of it. And even though Long Live A$AP was good too, but after that you fell into a chasm, my nigga. And your new album didn't do you no good of digging yourself out of the fucking chasm. Nigga, wearing those fucking Russian grandma scarves ain't making your album no better. Number 2 worst album of the year is fucking A$AP Rocky. Number 1 worst album of the year, do we even have to? Did you niggas listen to the review of the number 1 worst album of the year? Tory Lanez Love Me Now.
I can't even give him number 1 because I did something. I wouldn't listen to the Big Mensa album.
Nigga, what? Hold on, bro. Alright,
I'm gonna give you the rundown.
Hold on. Tory Lanez, let me explain to you why you got the number 1 worst album of the year right now. Not only because the album is awful. Let's not get it motherfucking twisted. The album is awful. Nigga, hold on. I just mentioned this Tory Lanez album. I had to spray some Febreze Air Effects in the room. Brought to you by Febreze Air Effects. Febreze, send me some cans of Air Effects in case I listen to this shit again. Fuck that shit, bro. The Tory Lanez, your album is number 1 not only because it's absolutely terrible. I mean, absolutely terrible. I can't explain in how many ways this motherfucker is terrible, but the reason why it's number 1 is because you could have made something better. I heard you rapping at fucking, what's my dude name? Joyner Lucas. I heard you rapping at him. I heard you rap on that Kendrick clone song you made. And then you come out with this. Nigga, you come out with this where you done pitch shift your vocals up 3 octaves to make it sound like you had your balls amputated, nigga. You come out with this bull motherfucking shit. Even Trippie Redd couldn't save that shit to me. Even though that's like the best thing on the album, the fucking
Ferris Wheel.
Yeah. But your shit, nigga, fuck your shit. Come out with a fucking album where you putting your real talent to use. Not where you putting this fucking, I think this is what niggas want to hear, so I'm going to make an album that sound like a fucking Great Value Drake album. Nigga, your album, that Love Me Now shit or Love Me Later, whatever it's called, is those fucking paper plates you buy. You know, Drake album is the hefty shit where you can pack all your fucking Thanksgiving food on it. This nigga shit is the one where you gotta stack 3 of them together, nigga, or else the fucking plate is gonna fold over and all your turkey is gonna fall on the ground. The Great Value motherfucking paper plate of albums. That's what Love Me Now is. Go ahead, man. Give me your top 3 shittiest albums of the year.
Number 3, Tory Lanez Love Me Now.
Shit, what's above that besides Vic Mensa? What could be number 2?
A Boogie Hoodie Season. I just don't like them. I don't. But my number 1 is split between 2 albums.
Okay.
Earl Sweatshirt, some rap songs.
Oh, I forgot I listened to that.
And Hooligans.
Now, Earl Sweatshirt, you got the number 4 worst album. Matter of fact, T.I., you now have the number 4 worst album of the year. T.I. is out of the top 3. Earl Sweatshirt, you're in. T.I., you the dishonorable mention. Go ahead.
I made a mistake.
I can't believe you listened to. I can't believe you listened to that Vic Mensa bullshit, man.
I was traveling, and I was listening to my new music mix that Apple supplies to me, and I happened to see a song called "Hooligans" by Vic Mensa featuring G Herbo. I'm a fan of Herb, so I clicked on it and I listened to it. It started to sound halfway decent. It was good. It was okay for what I was listening to. And after I got finished with that song, I was like, all right, it's okay. So I went and listened to the rest of the album, and I was disappointed. I won't disappointed because I knew it was gonna be trash. But from me hearing that song, I was like, you couldn't at least keep that rate of music that you was doing. So, yes, Vic Mensa has the worst album that I ever heard, other than G Herbo's feature on Rowdy. His verse wasn't even that good, to keep it real with you. I like G Herbo's verse.
What's his album called?
Hooligans.
Vic Mensa, take your eyeshadow and your fucking lip gloss and go the fuck somewhere else. You bum ass motherfucker, bro. Like, fuck you. Like, you see when we was doing our top 10 albums, how little profanity was there?
Yeah.
Nigga, no cussing was happening. When we started talking about this shit, niggas go off the deep end talking about this shit.
See, hold on.
Tory Lanez, the reason why I'm talking so much shit is, like I said before, nigga, because when it comes to a bottom 3, hearing what I done heard from you, you should not be there, nigga. You don't got no business rolling around in the fucking muck. No business.
With fucking Vic Mensa.
You ain't Vic Mensa and A Boogie. That ain't the type of company you should be keeping. Nigga, white people don't even know how to pronounce A Boogie name, bro. They be like, a boogie with the hoodie. No, it's A Boogie. This hoodie season. Nigga, you done fucked around and put SZ in. Nigga, hoodie season, SZN. Don't you fucking dare. Copy the Wu-Tang swag, nigga. Well, RZA name is spelled RZA and Jizza name is spelled GZA. It was okay when SZA did it because she got, actual talent. But you put it SZN, you get off the nuts. Motherfucker, you spell the whole fucking word out. Nigga, you need polyphonics anyway.
That shit was garbage. The number 1, Hooligans is like, so if my top 3 was a shit.
If Hooligans was the worst thing you ever heard, how was Earl Sweatshirt tied with it?
Earl Sweatshirt was bad.
But
Don't get me wrong.
It was bad, terrible. But if it ain't...
That shit was terrible.
Yeah, it's terrible, but it's a far cry from being something that's terrible and being something that's the worst you ever heard, bro.
Close.
Out of the thousands of albums that we done listened to, if Hooligans is the worst and Earl Sweatshirt is merely terrible.
Okay, let me give you analogy. If that's the right word I need to use.
It is.
if I was putting my worst as a ship, right?
Mm-hmm.
We got Love Me Now, Tory Lanez. That is the top of the ship, which is, somewhat broken. So, you got some wood planks that are missing. A Boogie is where they store all of the shit that they are traveling to another place, right? Some rap songs are the equivalent to the people that's working, shoveling the shit in there.
You got a fucking ship that's powered by coal?
No, shit.
Shit.
Hooligans.
It's the actual shit being shoveled?
No. It is the shit being shoveled. It is the people who have built this shitty ship. It is the people who are not paying these shit workers as much as they should be paid. And it's the shit water that they're traveling in.
It's
basically the shit.
It's these top.
It's the shit president.
It's Earl Sweatshirt, A Boogie, and Tory Lanez, the Titanic, and Hooligans, the fucking iceberg that it hit.
Hooligans is the reason these albums are bad. If you really like it. If Vic Mensa didn't release an album, I think all these albums would be better. If Vic Mensa just wasn't around to fuck everything up, I think these albums would be better.
Bro, like, Tory Lanez, like, I didn't listen to Vic Mensa album, bro. I couldn't bring myself to do that. But so Tory Lanez, you take the fucking golden turd home as my number one worst album of the year, my nigga. Like, fuck what you heard. I hate to do it, but then again, I don't hate to do it because I'm doing it. But I hate to do it just as much as you hate to see it done. Like Jay-Z say. Anyway, I got one for you.
What's up?
Best song of the year. It ain't gotta be a fucking single. It could be any song you heard.
Give me a look. Give me. Let me search through some music.
I got mine.
Go ahead on, do yours, and let me.
Said it all ends in motherfucking flame. Said I'm a boss bitch, ain't got no time for game. Proceed with caution, we killin', say no name. It's scrutiny.
My favorite.
If I die that day, when who gon' shoot for me?
Meek Mill, 100 Summers.
My shit is Firestarter by Trippie Redd.
Mm-hmm.
Don't try anything, it'll all in flames. Yeah, it'll all in flames. Nigga, that shit right there, I
don't know, and mine is Meek Mill, 100 Summers, and I really didn't have much time to like think on that, so a song that I like and that I can bump every day, yeah, Meek Mill.
I listened to, let me tell you something about this Trippie Redd Firestarter shit. When I first heard Love Letter to You 3, I listened to the whole album.
Mm-hmm.
Listened to the whole album. I listened to the whole motherfucking album like 3 times in a row. But when I got down to my nitty gritty, when I go to the songs that I want to hear, nigga, I listened to Firestarter so much that I forgot that Topanga was the first song on the album.
Mm-hmm.
And I listened to Firestarter on repeat one day for a whole hour.
A whole hour?
And this shit is 2 minutes long, so do the math. I listened to it like 30 times in a row. That's my song of the year. And now, dun 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 dun, we get to the motherfucking awards, niggas. We can stop being the dude from Charlotte.
Yes. Have you heard any of his music?
I heard him tell them motherfuckers he ain't getting off they block until he finished with his music video and they can go fuck theyself. That's what I heard him say. Anyway, we get into the awards and we get back into happier times.
I was thinking I could take this out and take that out and put that in. You want to do that?
Yeah, I didn't even write that part down.
All right, but that'll be better.
I forgot. What was that supposed to be?
What?
The franchise of the year or something? Fuck all that. Anyway, the award show. We getting to it.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to go from... We're going to save the best award for last.
Okay, so
right.
which one? You want to do Rookie of the Year first?
Rookie of the Year.
Mm-hmm.
That's...
Yep.
Rookie of the Year.
The
baby from Charlotte. The baby from Charlotte, North Carolina.
I gave the baby Rookie of the Year.
Mm-hmm.
When I heard him on the radio, I didn't know who it was. He had this song called Up the Street.
Yeah.
It goes a little, fuck all that talking, my nigga, let's meet. Bring your pussy ass up the street, right?
I heard that.
So I was listening, and I'm like, who is this? So I went to the concert, the G-Ho concert, and some little nigga just hopping around on the stage singing a song I never heard before.
Oh, he was there?
Yeah. And then next thing you know, he told everybody to turn on his lights, and I hear that doom, 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 doom. So I'm like, oh, that's that nigga. That's the fuck all that talking, my nigga. Let's meet, nigga. So I go on to, after that, I figured out who it was. So I went on and listened to some more of his music, and I realized this nigga's really good at fucking rapping. He can rap.
He get Rookie of the Year from me because I never heard none of his music except the Up the Street, but he get Rookie of the Year from me for what I just said. Them niggas came over there trying to make him check in, and he said, get the fuck out my face. If you ain't gonna come with respect, then you ain't coming at all. I'm gonna do what I gotta do right here in your neighborhood, and then I'm gonna go back home. So fuck you. That's what he said. Rookie of the Year, the baby. All right, where my paper at? That's my
right
fucking notes. I don't take notes. We gonna go next. The sixth man of the year.
Sixth man
of the year, and I think that we got some of our shits differentiate, but these first two are the same. Sixth man of the year. 21 Savage, sixth man of the year. And if you don't know what the sixth man of the year is, that's the nigga who did the best features this year. 21, because everything on his everything that he did on the Metro album is technically a feature.
Mm-hmm.
21 Savage had the best features of the year. Shit was fucking hilarious, all of it.
Exactly.
And
I don't think he had a bad feature this whole year.
I like the fucking nigga can be funny.
Mm-hmm.
I like the fact that he can be funny and make it work. He can be laughed. When you laughing at 21 Savage, you ain't laughing at him because he's terrible. You laughing at him because he's saying some funny, actual shit that's supposed to be funny. At least I think it's supposed to be funny.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and then that whisper flow is just fucking hysterical.
I won't smoke, nigga. Nigga. Savage kill all of his ops, nigga.
Alright. Let's get down to the Coach of the Year, aka the Best Producer Award. We want to go on 3? 1, 2, 3.
Take heed, fuck these niggas up.
That's all we gotta say. Next.
You don't need to say anything after that.
Alright. We're going with the Hall of Fame Award. That is the old school rapper that released the best album this year. Hall of Fame Award. What you got?
Ghostface
Killah. Ghostface Killah, the Hall of Fame inductee 2018 of the Recovery Room podcast. Motherfucker's 50 years old and still doing it. Hall of Fame inductee. Others receiving votes in the Hall of Fame category: Method Man and Ice Cube. Maybe next year, niggas. If y'all release albums next year. Matter of fact, I'm going to change that up. All of you niggas is inducted into the Hall of Fame.
So we got
Ice Cube, Method Man, and Ghostface Killah. Ghostface Killah is just the unanimous decision.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all other two niggas got enough votes to get in. So we got our Hall of Fame class 2018, the best old school rappers. The old school rappers who released the best albums: Ice Cube, Method Man, Ghostface Killah. All right. The Defensive Player of the Year. What's your Defensive Player of the Year?
Pusha T.
Pusha T. Mine also. That Defensive Player of the Year award is for the best diss track.
And mine was for the story of Adidon.
Yes, it's for the story of Adidon, not Infrared.
Yeah, Infrared was good though, but story of Adidon was better.
Sorry, Lazy Bone, you didn't make the cut, buddy. Not with that shit you put out. That shit sounded like salad.
My nigga said it sounded like salad. Oh my god! Explain that. It sounded like salad,
Nigga, cause we talking about beef and that shit was vegan, nigga. Nigga, I wanted some ranch dressing to go with that shit, nigga.
Oh man, I ain't never heard that.
Nigga, that nigga Pusha T released some motherfucking steak, nigga. He released the New York strip, nigga. Some rib tips, nigga. Some motherfucking filet mignon, nigga. Some motherfucking T-bones, nigga. A motherfucking rack of ribs, nigga. And you came with some romaine.
You came with some romaine.
Oh man. Bone Thugs and Harmony, y'all them niggas, but my nigga, if your fucking music requires some motherfucking vinaigrette to be put on it, then you ain't making diss tracks that I give a fuck about. Defensive Player of the Year, Pusha T, Story of Adidon. Alright? Comeback Player of the Year. What's yours?
I got a split decision.
Alright? Oh, you got a tie?
I got a tie. Meek Mills and Keith. Hold on.
What?
Hold on.
What?
Meek Mill and Kid Cudi.
We almost had to pull the penalty box out of retirement. Who the fuck is Key? You about to say Key Glock?
No. I meant
Because
to
he
say.
ain't a comeback player. He could have been Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, but I give it to the baby.
Yeah. Bias, nigga. We from North Carolina.
Yeah, I give Meek Mill and Kid Cudi. They both had great comebacks.
Mm-hmm. I got to give it to Kid Cudi because, yeah, Meek Mill, his comeback was great, but I give it to Kid Cudi for Comeback Player of the Year for one reason.
What's that reason?
Meek Mill, though his albums might not be up to might not be exactly what I'm looking for, right? Might not be my favorite, right? And I like championships. But Meek Mill has never released a terrible album. Not to me. Not a terrible one. Not one that I heard. He might release shit that I ain't really that interested in listening to, but none of it is bad like that. But Kid Cudi released some motherfucking steamers, my nigga. He released that. That rock shit is so bad that it's good. And that indie cud shit is fucking awful. You understand me? And for him to come back with Kid See Ghost, which is basically a Kid Cudi album featuring Kanye. Because like the Kid Cudi album, the Kid Cudi sound is what you hear all over that album. For to come back with something that flawless, I gotta give him that. I never even listened to that Wizard shit. I tried to listen to like 3 seconds of it. I had to stop. But like, I'm glad to see Kid Cudi back out here because we fucks with Kid Cudi heavily around this way. And
last but not least,
well, not last, but also not least, your MVP,
Drake.
All right.
I think Drake had the best year of everybody. He had the best year, best songs, best everything.
His album wasn't number one on your list.
Cause his album wasn't number one, but everything else he did was number one.
So he didn't have the best songs then.
It depends.
By volume, you mean?
By volume, yeah.
By volume. Of course, like Drake. I mean, Drake is the most popular rapper out. So I mean, it ain't. He gonna easily take a bunch of the metrics. He'll easily take a bunch of the metrics, and I can see giving Drake an MVP. Drake is one of those. It's like LeBron. They say LeBron can get the MVP every season in the NBA, but the way Drake do, when he release shit, he can get the MVP every year, except years when Kendrick is releasing something. Yeah, like you can't win those.
Kendrick didn't release nothing.
I mean, if we started the fucking podcast last year, Kendrick would have probably won all this shit.
Honestly, he probably would have won everything except producer. Honestly,
I don't know, man. I don't know.
His features don't. Kendrick Lamar features have.
I don't know if I would have put Damn at number one on my list last year though. I don't know.
No, Damn was good.
Damn was good. It would have been in the top 10. I don't know if I would have put Damn at number 1 on my albums list though. I mean, there was some tight, competition out there last year. It would have been top 5. I don't know if it would have been number 1. It probably would have been number 1, but maybe I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I would have to go back and look at what really came out last year because it was some heat that came out last year.
2 Chainz album, Pretty Girls Like Trap came out last year.
That shit was fire.
Riverdale Road. My favorite shit on there, I mean, since we on a tangent anyway, is like can't forget how you had the fucking dough singing. Another day we gotta get it. That's my shit right there. Anyway, MVP for me, as if you didn't already know, motherfucking Trippie Redd. The nigga did it twice in like 5 months. Anyway, I just unplugged the microphone because I'm a dumbass. Like I was saying, Trippie Redd, he did it twice in 5 months. If, like I was saying before I unplugged the microphone because I'm a dumbass, if Vince Staples would have done it twice in 5 months, he could have got the MVP. But he didn't. He did it once. He did it really half a time because there's only like 6 songs on the album.
Yeah.
But Trippie Redd, he came out with 2 heaters. He kind of cheated though.
Why you say that?
Because he said that A Love Letter to You 3 was recorded like 2 days after he finished doing Life's a Trip. So he was still just striking while the iron is hot. I don't care. MVP Trippie Redd. All right. And now to the last award. Last and least.
Oh my God.
The bum ass nigga of the year.
Let's
say it together.
Vic Mensa.
Hold on, we didn't say it together.
No. I can't give him that glory of having his name said twice. Like,
okay, so I won't say it.
I can't amplify it.
You said it for me.
I don't. Next year, it will just be called the Vic Mensa Award.
Yeah, the bum ass nigga of the year award, aka the Vic Mensa trophy. Who gets the Vic Mensa trophy? You fucking utter clown. I had to pull my fucking British accent out.
But yeah, man, that was the award show. Let's clap it up for all them niggas. Except for Vic Mensa.
Yeah.
You get no claps.
Troy, I'm about to call that nigga Troy ass. Jesus Christ. God, I don't know. Nobody don't want to be called that. Tory Lanez do better.
But yeah. That's definitely everything. That's all the list.
We need to get a new thumbnail.
Yeah. Might take a picture of these papers and make that the thumbnail.
Yeah, that worked for Kanye when he took a picture of like album fucking track listings. Made thumbnails out of it. Yeah, we need a new thumbnail. And that's how we do.
Somebody make us a thumbnail. Yeah, send it to us.
Right. We go make one. We talk about off the air shit on the air. I have no idea. And everybody can see how terrible my handwriting is. Anyway, that's that, motherfuckers. Goodbye.